And good morning, Facebook. We're ready to practice. Back and hamstrings were the requests. Got my little socks on.
What kind of dog's today?
It's supposed to be a Boston Terrier, right?
Okay.
Martina got this.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go ahead and find our comfortable seats. Sit up nice and tall. Lift your shoulders up. And let them roll back and down. Hands on your knees, elbows soft under your shoulders. Eyes are closed, you're gazing down. And just begin noticing your breath and how the breath naturally flows in and out of the body, bringing your awareness to this space, to this moment. Begin to deepen your breath. Finding your equal inhalation, exhalation, in and out through the nose. Your mind wanders, focus back on your breath. And as you stay with your breath, I'm going to continue with our reading from Pima Chodron, Comfortable with Uncertainty. Today's reading is called Slogan, Abandon Any Hope of Fruition. Fruition implies that at some future time you will feel good. One of the most powerful Buddhist teachings is that as long as you are wishing for things to change, they never will. As long as you are wanting yourself to get better, you won't. As long as you are oriented toward the future, you can never just relax into what you already have or already are. One of our deepest habitual patterns that we have is the feeling that the present moment is not good enough. We frequently think back to the past, which maybe was better than now or perhaps worse. We also think ahead quite a bit to the future, always holding out hope that it will be a little bit better than now. Even if things are going really well now, we usually don't give ourselves full credit for what we are in the present. For example, it's easy to hope that things will improve as a result of meditation. We won't have such a bad temper anymore, or we won't be afraid anymore, or people will like us more than they do now. Or perhaps we will fully connect with that awake, brilliant, sacred world that we hope to find. We use our practice to reinforce the implication that if we just did things right, we'd begin to connect with a bigger world, a vaster world, a world different from the one we are in now. Instead of looking for fruition, we could just try to stay with our open heart and open mind. This is very much oriented to the present. By entering into this kind of unconditional relationship with ourselves, we can begin to connect with the awake quality we already have. Right now, can you make an unconditional relationship with yourself? The height you are, the weight you are, the intelligence you have, your current burden of pain. Can you enter into an unconditional relationship with that? Gently let your chin fall to your chest, breathing into the back of the neck. And softly let your right ear roll to your right shoulder. Pull the left shoulder down. Maybe reach that left arm off to the side. Your neck's feeling really tight. Maybe you add a touch of the right hand on the side of the head. Not a pull, just the extra weight of the hand, just deepening that stretch. And then put your hands back to your knees, chin to your chest, roll to the other side. Pulling that right shoulder away. Maybe the right arm reaches out. Maybe the left hand touches the side of the head. And then hands to your knees, chin to your chest. Gently rock your head from shoulder to shoulder. And then we'll meet with our chins at our chest. Take your arms down alongside your body on an inhale, reach high. And then use your exhale just to put the hands right back down to where they came from. And we're just going to connect to our breath like this. Inhale up and exhale lower. Keep flowing with your own breath. We might start moving at different paces. Nice breath. And the next time we all meet with our arms up top, keep them there. And pull them down to your heart. Bowing in. Maybe adding an intention. And then interlace your fingers and stretch it away. Round your back and tuck your chin. And then inhale, reach up high. Relax your shoulders down. Make sure your ribs didn't pop. And then take the hands behind the back. Interlace your fingers, stretch them down to the floor, keeping your spine long. If it feels good, lift the arms up and away. And then drop your arms down and reach them back up high. And then take your right hand to your left knee, take a twist, look back over the left shoulder. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, twist to the other side. Inhale, arms up. Hands down. Make your way to hands and knees. We're finding your tabletop position. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips for your cat-cow tilts. When you're ready to inhale, drops your belly, lifts your head, find its way back. Wait for an exhale, arch your back high, push the floor away, hold here. And then just moving with your breath, inhale and sway back. And exhale and cat. And just keep cycling through your breath. We might start moving at different paces. And then wait for your next exhalation. Return to your flat back. Look over your right shoulder to your right hip. Look around to your left. And then come to center and press back to child's pose. So remember, you can come here at any point during your practice. And then shifting forward, hands and knees. Knees and your hips. Go ahead and touch your toes and just push your hips back towards your heels. Breathe into your feet and your toes. And then when you're ready, press it up to downward facing dog. Once you're here, pedal it out, stretching out your calves. Check out what's going on in the neck. Make sure they're not creating tension. Pushing equally through the hands and feet. These look great. Keep breathing. And then just come to stillness, holding your down dog. And just notice what muscles you're feeling as you're here. And then we're just going to shift forward. Either planks or hands and knees, and lower all the way down to your belly. Forehead on the mat. We're going to take our arms and we're going to just walk our hands out off the corners of your mat so they're at like 1 and 11 o'clock. And tense your fingers. inhale, roll up just your head, neck, and chest. Look down, you can look forward, that feels good. You know, think more about the spine, staying nice and connected. And then lower down. Just put your right cheek on the mat, wiggle out your hips. And then bring your forehead back to the mat. This time take your fingers back. They're in line with the shoulders now. You're still tensing the fingers and they're off the mat. So they're at 3 and 9 o'clock. And on an inhale, roll up just as far as it's good for your body. And then exhale like a wave, just roll back down. And that's how we're going to move. Inhale, roll up. And exhale, roll down. So it might be a teeny lift. Some of you might be able to get your arms almost straight. So like a wave, the spine comes up, maybe you look forward, and then you roll down and tuck the chin. Let's do 2 more. Squeeze your glutes at the top. Last time. And then lower down. Put your left cheek on the mat, wiggle out your hips. And then just push up to hands and knees and take it all the way back to child's pose. So child's pose, Balasana, is our spine neutralizing pose. And then shift forward, either staying at hands and knees, press it to down dog, and then we're going to make our way into ragdoll. So walk your hands and feet together, coming in, hanging forward. So any movement that feels good, your ragdoll will look different than anybody else's. You can dangle the arms, you can grab elbows, you can shake your head yes and no. Sway your hips and bend your knees. Just wake up your body, preparing your body for practice. So forward folds are actually bigger spine flexion than back bends. So it doesn't feel good. Just keep the spine a little longer. Keep pushing the legs away. On your next inhale, bend your knees, squeeze your belly, and let's stack our vertebrae coming up. At the top, we're going to reach. And we're going to interlace all of our index fingers. If it feels okay, bring your toes to touch. Now reach the shoulders towards the waist as the arms go up, so you're not crowding the ears, but you're reaching the shoulders down as the arms reach high. I'm going to turn to fix these guys for a minute. And then stretch up a little, but don't get the shoulders crowded, and then start leaning to the right side. And keep pushing down through the left side. Keep squeezing the arms towards the ears. Notice that elbow on the bottom, it might have bent, and you're going to straighten it back out. Yeah, squeeze it in. Now squeeze to come up. Reestablish, and then take it to the other side. Squeezing the arms alongside the ears. Keep breathing. Now squeeze to come up straight. Keep stretching tall. Only if it feels good, keep dropping your tailbone. You're going into a back bend here. Keep the arms alongside the ear. Now squeeze to come up straight. And then bend your knees. Take your ribs towards your thighs. Don't rest the belly on the thighs though. Keep the arms up alongside the ears. Keep breathing. And then wait for an exhale and fold forward. Put some space between your feet again. And then if you want to stretch out your shoulders, you're taking them behind the back. Interlace your fingers and let them pull away, because you don't think about it, but that's a lot of arm engagement when you're doing that. And then drop your arms down, reach towards your toes. On an inhale, push your shins away. Find that Ardha Uttanasana, long flat back. You're looking down at the spine, so the neck is in line with the rest of the spine. Looking down the floor. And then soften toward your toes. As you inhale, you can round up or hinge your way up to standing. At the top, reach, stretch it long and tall. Only if it feels good, you're adding that little back bend again. And then come up straight and hands to heart. Drop your arms, find your mountain at the top of your mat. Surya Namaskara, so establish your mountain, shoulders back and down, palms forward, belly in, tailbone down. Feel as if you're being pulled out through the crown of the head, all your muscles working. On your next inhale, reach high. On an exhale, fold down towards your belly. On an inhale, push your shins away. On an exhale, bend your knees, plant your palms, take your left foot to the back of the mat. Drop that knee all the way down. And then we're bringing our hands up to our thigh. And just push that front knee away. Keep breathing. Stay right there, or let your arms go up. Palms face each other. Stay here, or you're going to take cactus arms. Palms will face forward. Maybe you start to add a little back bend looking up the wall. Honor your body. Now squeeze your belly, reach high. And then as you exhale, just take that left arm forward and right arm back. Shine out through your fingers. Use your muscles. Beautiful. And then arms high. Now frame your foot around the front foot. And then hips back, toes lift. Here's Ardha Hanuman, half splits. If you need space, walk the hands back. If you need a bigger stretch, keep them forward and fold. You can always toggle the foot around a little if that feels good. And then shift the weight back into the right foot. Tuck your toes. You're going hands and knees or down dog. Your cat-cow, or you're flowing through your vinyasa. That's inhale, plank. Exhale, lower knees lowered or lifted. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And then exhale, hands and knees or downward facing dog. Nice, these look great. So on an inhale, let your left leg lift high. Toes point down for a moment. Keep the legs straight. Notice the difference. Closed hips. Turn the toes to the side. Let the leg go higher. Open hips if it feels good, bending. Nice. And then step the left foot all the way to the top. We're dropping the back knee. We're bringing both hands to our thigh. Push that front knee away. Keep your hands on your thigh or let them reach up. Palms can stay up straight or take those cactus arms, palms forward. If it feels good, you're adding that little back bend in the upper part of the spine. And then arms high. And then right arm forward, left arm back. And then arms high, frame your foot. Hips back, toes lift, Ardha Hanuman. And then shift the weight forward. Take it back, hands and knees or down dog. Cat-cow or add your flow. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, down dog. Beautiful. You got it. That looks awesome. Keep pushing through your heels and down dog like they're going to touch. They might not, but you're going to keep creating that space. Have the feet at least hips width apart to give your hamstrings a little more room. They can be wider if your hamstrings are really tight. All right, so when you're ready, right leg high, toes down, legs straight. Now, only if it feels good, turn the toes to the side, let the leg go higher. Only if it feels good, bend the knee. And then right foot to the top. We're gonna keep that back knee lifted, left hand stays on the mat, right hand comes to the thigh, just above the knee. Push into both hands. Feel that twist in the low back. Stay here or arm straight up. If you get a better twist with the hand on the knee, keep it down there. All right, then exhale, take it down. So you're either going to stay here or you're going to drop the back knee. We're going to do that same thing with the hamstring. We're going to straighten the front leg and let the toes pop up. Feels like too much, you're back down here in half splits. Okay, nice. So you can let your toes pop up. Yeah, there you go. And then exhale, bend your knee and look forward. Inhale, stretch it back. Exhale, bend the knee. So your knee is lowered or lifted, whichever feels good for you. Last time. And then shift it forward. And then we're just going to step up with the left foot. And back to the right. Right hand on the mat, left hand on the thigh. Twist it open, look to the left. Keep that palm flat or make a fist so you're not weighting your fingers. There you
can drop the back knee if that feels better for your body. We're going back and lifting the toes, find the hamstring. And then exhale, bend your knee back to the front knee. Yeah. So if the knee is down, you're not going past a 90-degree angle with that back leg. Yeah. So walk that foot out further away. So 2 more times. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, bend. Last time. Looks like this if the knee is down. And then shift it forward. You can either step up to ragdoll or go back to down dog. If you went to down dog, you can add a vinyasa. Inhale, plank. Flowing with your breath. Nice. Shake it out, let it go. So great. If you ended up in down dog, make your way back to ragdoll. And then check out your feet. Everybody, make sure your ankles are under your hip bones. And I mean those pelvic points on the front of your pelvis. Not as wide as a lot of us think. Make a peace fingers. And then see if you can grab your big toes. Push the toenail down with the thumbs. Bend the knees if you need to. So, and then if you need more, the elbows are going to the side and the forehead's going down to the shins. And that's Padangusthasana. Isn't great? Now inhale, lengthen your spine. And then we're going to squeeze our belly. Take your hands to your waist. So if your back's not feeling great, just drop the hands, bend the knees, and round up. If it's feeling good, squeeze the belly, push into your feet, and hinge yourself to standing. Nice job. Shake out the legs once you get there. And then find your mountain. Sleepy, sleepy. Is that your bones?
Speaking bones class.
All right, so let's step our right foot back. We're going into triangle pose. So a lot of times, so we do warrior 2 first, but we're triangle first. So both legs straight, arms parallel. And then we're just taking that left arm and we're stretching it out. Now reach that left hand down towards the shin. Some of you might be able to go towards the foot or the floor. If your head starts going forward, if you've gone too low, keep it where you can stay between 2 sheets of glass. If it doesn't bother the neck, you're looking at the top hand. If that doesn't feel good, you're looking to the side or you're looking down. Find a spot that works. Find your breath. Make sure you don't have a noodle up there at the top of the spine. The neck is engaged. Weighs 8 to 10 pounds, so we don't want that weight pulling on our spine. Nice. Now squeeze your belly, come all the way up. Let's stretch it back. See how far that right arm wants to go down the back leg, just to get that stretch. And then drop your left arm. Turn your toes in, fold forward, and touch the floor. And breathe. So just laying the head sort of relaxed towards the floor. Take a moment here. So we'll do this on the other side. Those of you that like to go upside down, you can go upside down then. We're going to stay here for now. So push the floor away. And then turn your right toes out towards the right corner. So we'll be backwards in the studio. We're going to walk our hands over to the right side. Hips can stay high or drop it into your squat. And the toes pop up. So you kind of roll onto the back of that calf if you're going really low. If it hurts the knee, you've gone too far. If you need more, you can start walking your hands out like Spider-Man and then working the crown of the head down towards the floor. Nice collect. Maybe the head can touch the floor. There you go. All right, now get ready for the other side. When you're ready, bring it up and over. Keep it up high for knees. Drop it low if that feels good. And then breathe into that left thigh, hamstring, inner thigh, wherever you're feeling it. Nice. Now bring it back to center and then walk your hands way out in front. Find your wide leg down dog. And just kind of enjoy this long spine here. Keep pushing down through your heels. Nice. Don't get too much weight in your hands. And then walk your hands in. Push the floor away. Make sure the wrists are under the shoulders. And then let's put our face and reach your right arm high. Some of you might turn that back palm, the top palm, and then reach around for that bottom inner thigh. And then we're going to switch it out. Right hand down, left arm up. Keep it straight up, or knuckles to sacrum. See if you can reach around and grab that right inner thigh. Beautiful. And then bring the hand back down. Now we're just going to turn our toes back to the top of the mat. And you can either step up to ragdoll or back to down dog. If you went to down dog, you can add a vinyasa. Maybe you want a little extra time up dog.
Your body, your practice. Beautiful. If you went to down dog, when you're done, make your way up to ragdoll. And then get that same space between your feet. So it's about 2/5 width. This gets you where the hip points are. And you can either do the same thing we did last time with the peace fingers, or if it feels okay this time, you're going to take your hands or fingers under your feet and massage your wrists. And then maybe you're going to be able to fold a little. If none of that's happening, you're just reaching and creating that space up the back of the body, into the hamstrings. Let go of judgment, competition. Just be where you are. If your hands are under your feet, carefully release one at a time. And then find Ardha Uttanasana. You can either drop the arms and round it up, or keep that flat back, hands to the waist, squeeze the belly, hinge yourself up, and shake it out. And then step your left foot back. Heel to arch alignment, arms parallel, right arm stretches out before it reaches down. Find your triangle pose and breathe. Nice. Touch your leg with that bottom hand. There you go. Let that top shoulder roll away towards the waist, not up around the ear. Make sure you're breathing. And then squeeze your belly tight, press into both feet, come up, stretch it back. See how far that left arm wants to go. And then drop your arm, your front arm, turn those toes in, fold forward, and touch the mat. And then here you have your options. If there are those of you that like to do other things, you can reach out for your feet. You can stretch out your shoulders by interlacing your fingers behind the back, reach them towards the floor behind your head. You can do an inversion. Make sure you're breathing in your inversion. So notice where you're holding tension, and then relax into that space. Nice, there you go. And then with your up, bring it back down. And then let's all push the floor away. Walk your hands way out in front. We're going to do one more Skandasana, so bring it back in. Turn your right toes to the right corner, walk your hands to that side. Honor the knees, keep it high or drop it low, let the toes pop up, the back of the calf comes down. There it is. Honor the knees, beautiful. And then take it up and over to the other side. Keep it high or drop it low. If you're dropping it low, those toes pop up, the back of the calf will eventually touch. And then bring it back to center. Now push the floor away, wrists under shoulders, left hand under the face, right arm high. You can take that bind if that feels good. And then switch it out. Twist to the other side, keep pushing the floor away with the bottom hand. Nice, maybe take the bind. And then bring that hand down, turn the toes back to the top of the mat. You can step up to ragdoll or back to down dog.
You can hold, flow, or rest. Your body, your practice. Nice. If you ended up in down dog, make your way back to ragdoll. On an inhale, push your shins away. On an exhale, fold. On your inhale, you can round up or hinge up to standing. Stretch it out at the top. Drop your tailbone if it feels good. You're adding that little back bend. Come up straight and hands to the heart. Drop your arms, find your mountain. And step your right foot back. Pyramid. Hips are square forward. Hands can be on the thigh or behind the back. So, behind the back, you can grab elbows. You can interlace fingers. If you're working reverse prayer, tops of the fingers touch, shoulders kind of come forward till you get them up, and then you roll them back and down. So when you're ready, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crown of the head forward, tailbone back. And if you think chin to shin, you get here, the hands are behind the back, and you think, I don't like that, reach down the leg. And breathe into that left hamstring. Beautiful. So if your hands are on the leg, you can bring them up below the knee to create a long spine. If it feels okay, squeeze your belly. If they're behind the back, keep them there. Push into your feet. You're hinging to stand. And then you're stretching your arms up high. And then take your right arm forward, left arm back. Scissor your inner thighs. Press into both feet. And if you're stable, look up. And then arms up. Hands down. Step up to the right, shake it out, and back to the left. Square up your hips. Find where you want your arms to be, in front or behind. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, folding forward. Think chin to shin. You get here, hands are behind the back. If you don't like it, reach towards the floor. Beautiful. Now squeeze your belly tight, press into both feet to stand back up. And then stretch it out and up. And left arm forward, right arm back. Scissor your inner thighs. If you're stable, look right. And then arms up. Bend your knee and just fold towards the top of your mat. You can step up or back. You can rest or flow. Nice, looks good. All right, so if you went to down dog, make your way back to ragdoll. All right, and then take the space of the feet a little wider, and then walk both hands over to the right side of your right foot. Let the left hand grab the calf or ankle. If it feels okay, right arm high, put a bend in the left knee. Doesn't feel good, just keep the right hand down. There's a bind here, same one you've been doing. Flip the palm, reach around and grab the back. Inner thigh. Look at you. And then go ahead, switch sides. Reach it across. Maybe left arm up, then the right knee. Maybe take the bind. Go ahead, bring back to center. Just take a little moment here. Just grab your elbows and let everything settle back in. And then pinky toes out near the edge. High or low squat, halasana. Above the knees. If it feels okay, they can drop below the knees. Don't hurt your body. Stay here as long as you'd like. If you want a shot at crow, here's your shot. Palms are flat, knees up into the armpits. If you bring the toes closer together, you'll be able to engage the core more. And bring it up. Keep looking forward, nice Minnie. Look forward if you're gonna lift. Nice, nice. down dog or child's pose. Hold, flow, or rest. Three more resting breaths. And then we're all going to meet at hands and knees. Do a couple cat-cow tilts to release your spine. And return to your flat back. And then lower down to your elbows. We'll do one round of dolphin. If you have another inversion you want to work on, that's fine. We'll stick with core if you're coming along with me. Tuck your toes, scoop your belly, and then it's hips high. You can interlace your fingers here to get a little more support and brace through the wrists. Stay here or inhale, shift forward like you're going into plank. Exhale, hips high. When you're done, just meet in child's pose. Let your shoulders relax away from your ears. Create and release any tension you might have. Stay here or press it to down dog. Stay there or add a vinyasa. And then either from hands and knees or down dog, walk your hands towards the back of the mat and come into ragdoll. And then bend your knees, squeeze your belly. Stack your vertebrae. Arms reach. And then just pull your hands to your heart. All right. Take your arms down, let the palms spin forward, find your mountain. And then line up your ankles. And we're just going to take our left foot and step forward so you're in the middle of your mat and the right toe is going to come up. And then you're just going to hinge at the hips. So keep that straight line. If you want to make it more of a back bend, keep lifting your heart and you curve the upper part of your spine and you look forward. If that doesn't feel good, you just have a nice long spine, look down towards your mat. And breathe. Nice. Now we're all going to bend that standing leg enough so we can touch the floor. And then just let that right leg keep going high. So it might just be an L, it might be a splits, but that right leg as high as it wants to go. Beautiful. If you're here and you want a little something to do, yeah, you can bend that knee, reach back with the left hand and grab your foot. A little quad stretch. Nice. Go ahead and release it down. And the right foot's going to go to the back of the mat. You're going to squeeze your belly, push off the thigh, come up, and just step to the back. Shake it out. All right, so find your mountain. And then take the right foot, step to the middle of the mat. You roll up onto the left toes and you just start flying into your pose. So it can be straight spine or curved spine. It's the difference in Warrior 3 or Dekasana, which is more of a back bend. Hint, hint, we're going into King Dancer next. All right, so if you went up, let's all soften the knee enough so you can touch the floor. Keep the bend as much as you need. Maybe the left leg goes higher. Some of you might bend the knee and reach back with the right hand to grab that foot. Almost there. Beautiful. Then release it down. Just let the left foot go to the back of the mat. Squeeze your belly, hands up above the knee, push the thigh, and then step to the back and shake. All right, so it's the left foot forward. Let the right toes roll up, turn your right thumb to the back, kick it up. If it hurts the knee, go back to Warrior 3. Otherwise, left arm forward. If it hurts the shoulder, keep it on the pinky toe side. You're gonna hinge forward. Push the foot, reach to the arm, find your breath. Nice.
And then hinge back to standing. Just drop it. And shake out the hips. And then turn your left foot to the back, left thumb to the back. Kick the left foot up, right arm forward, and reach. Use that right arm, push the foot away behind you, push and pull, reach and pull. Breathe the whole time. And then hinge back to standing and drop it and shake it. All right, so pinky toes near the edge. Fold forward again. Okay, so options here. Some of you are going to stay here. You can do a squat. If there's something else you want to practice, you can do that. All right, if you want to figure out how to get into bird of paradise from here, bend the left knee, take the left shoulder, tuck it behind, and the left knuckles go to the sacrum. You can do this, Winnie. There you go. Right hand meets it. That's it. And then walk the right foot so it's under the hip, squeeze the belly, and start to stand. So it's left shoulder under left knee, and then right, that one. This, under the left. There, and then right hand behind the back. So and take that left arm the other way. There it is. You have to flip the hand. Yeah, you got it. Nice. Good job. All right, bring it to center. Remember, you can do a squat or a crow or something else too. All right, so if you're coming along with me, just bend that right knee and take the right shoulder as tight as you can. This right hand has to spin around knuckles to sacrum, and then left hand meets it. Yep. And it's your setup for your bird of paradise. So you just bring that left ankle into the foot and lift the right heel, squeeze the belly, bring that foot in some, and then start to stand. You got it. That's it. Nice collab. Beautiful. Use the crown of your head. Here's your core. Hummingbirds. All right. Go ahead, bring it back to center. And let's all just take a squat. This is going to feel good. And settle your breath. Maybe close your eyes. Remember your intention and notice what you're saying to yourself. Are you being kind? And then decide what you want to do. Stay here a little longer, take another shot at crow. When you're done, meet at the back of your mat. You can add a vinyasa or not. Beautiful. You got it. So the next thing to do is the elbows are going to come in closer like they are in your chaturanga. And then that's when you get the feet closer. All right, and then we're all going to lower all the way down to our belly. Chin or forehead on the mat, arms back with the palms turned up. Zip your feet together. So inner thighs zip together, tailbone points down. And then on an inhale, roll up just your head, neck, and chest. Let the arms float and breathe. And then little inhale just before you lower. Put the left cheek on the mat, wiggle out your hips. And we'll do a second round. This time we'll add the feet if you'd like. Forehead or chin to the center. Inhale, head, neck, and chest, and then squeeze and lift the feet. Little lift just before you lower. Right cheek on the mat. Wiggle out your hips. All right. So you're either going to do another round of that last one we just did. If it doesn't bother your knees, bend both knees and reach around for the pinky toe sides of the feet or ankles. On an inhale, roll up head, neck, and chest. Push the feet away like the thighs are going to go to the floor. Doesn't feel good, you're back here in Shalabhasana. Honor your body. More important, if you can't reach the feet, you're doing Shalabhasana. And then a little lift just before you lower. Put the cheek down, windshield wiper your legs. Those belly poses create a lot of heat. And just drop your feet. Push up to hands and knees and take it all the way back to child's pose.
about what you need. You can stay here. You can push it up to down dog. You can add your last vinyasa before we go on to our bottom. Beautiful. We'll all meet at hands and knees and just do 2 cat-cow tilts to release our spine. And then return to your flat back and come on to your bottom. Swing the legs around to the front. Keep the left leg out, bring the right leg up and in. Heart up, shoulders down. This foot can cross over. If it doesn't feel good, keep it on the inside. No more enlightenment in one level than the next. Hug the knee, click the left. Right hand goes behind you, look to the right. Ardha Matsyendrasana. Some of you might add the elbow to deepen the twist. Breathing into your low back, looking over the back shoulder to complete the spinal twist up into the neck. Wait for your exhale, unwind to the open side, look around. And then come to center and switch. Left leg up, keep it or cross it. Hug the knee with the right, look to the left. Keep it or add the elbow. Looking over the back shoulder to complete the spinal twist. Wait for an exhale, unwind, look around. Come to center. Left leg out, right leg up again. This time it falls open. Sit up nice and tall. Put your right hand on your knee, twist your belly button over the left thigh. You can stay right here or inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Wherever you come to, just let your hands relax. Let your head bow in. Let your eyes close. And focus on where you're feeling the stretch. And breathe. Janu Shirshasana. Head to knee pose. And then look at your toes, squeeze your belly, lock your thumbs, come up, and then drop your arms to the side. Take that right hand right behind the right hip, about 6 or 8 inches. Left arm up, you're just pushing on to the shin, and you're stretching out that side body. Just push it up. Looks great. And then go ahead, sit it back down, and switch your legs. Left hand on the knee, belly button over the right. Remember, you can stay here, or inhale up, and exhale, fold. And surrender. Look at your toes, squeeze your belly, lock your thumbs, come up, arms off to the side. Take that left hand down, right arm up, you're just pushing up onto your shin, get a nice stretch. And then lower back down, and take both legs out in front. Hands alongside the hips, flex your feet, drop your chin, engage your belly. That's Dandasana, staff pose. So it's an active pose, it's not just a sit. Use your muscles, inner thighs hug together. Stay here, or inhale high. Exhale, fold forward. Look at your toes, squeeze your belly, lock your thumbs, come up, and then drop to the sides. Pick up your bottom, walk it towards your heels, take one behind your thighs, heart up, shoulders back to down. And we're going to see if we can alternate lifting toes. If you feel like you can keep both of them up, get them parallel. Stay there or reach the arms. Anybody's here and you feel like, hey, I need a lot more. As you exhale, you can straighten the legs, lower it back, low boat. And then it's exhale, pull up. So it's inhale, weigh it down. Exhale, pull it up. There's also a little trick. You can just put your hands down and straighten and bend the knees. And that'll get you some deeper core as well. Nice, straighten those arms. Beautiful, yeah, that was good. Yeah, all right, go ahead, fold forward and rest. So strong core is strong back. So we have to work our core to keep our back strong, right? So hips to the heels, now you're coming all the way to the back. And just hug it in and rock it out. Massage your low back. Make a circle, and then reverse the circle. And then plant your feet. So we're gonna do a flowing bridge. If you prefer a static pose, you can push up, hold, you'll be on your own. If you're coming along with me, arms are down, gaze is up. On an inhale, you start to tilt the pelvis, push into the feet. At the same time, the arms go up overhead. And on an exhale, you roll it down. So we're just moving with the breath. So it's inhale, roll your spine up. Exhale, roll your spine down. Keep connecting to your own breath. If you prefer to hold it up there, just get up there and hold and breathe. We'll do 2 more. And the next time you lower down, hug your knees in, and rock out your back. And then plant your feet. And take your right leg straight up in the air. Interlace your fingers at the hamstrings, circle the ankle, reverse it, relax it. Stay there or walk your hands further up the leg to deepen the stretch. If you don't need it, don't add it. If you've bent the knee, you've gone too far. So you want to go up as far as you can go in the leg without bending the knee. That'll get the hamstring. And then we're going to cross that ankle over the bent knee, finding your figure 4. Keep the bottom foot down or lift it up. You're going to thread your arm through the thighs, the other arm on the outside, left arm on the outside, and then hold the shin or the hamstring. You're going to feel a stretch in that right hip. If you have a deeper variation you're working on here, you can add it. So you can do your rock the baby on the back, straighten the back leg for more hamstring. You can change it up, bring it back in. We're all putting our left foot back down. We're sending the right foot back up. Right foot back up. Flex the foot slow as you can. Let the right leg lower. Once it touches, give it a little rock, and then we're taking a twist. That bent knee goes across the body. Knee to the right, gaze to the left. Keep the left shoulder on the mat. And then come back to center, hug it up and in, rock it out. And then plant your feet and send the left leg high. Interlace your fingers behind the hamstrings. Circle the ankle. Reverse. Relax. Stay there or go further up the leg. Finding the hamstring. Breathe into it. And then cross your ankle over, making the figure 4. Stay here, or lift the foot that's on the floor. Left hand between the thighs, right hand around, grab the hamstring or the shin. Add whatever feels good on this side. Match it up. Feels good.
Once that leg touches the floor, give it a little rock. Arms in a T, knee to the left, gaze to the right, and breathe. And then come back to center, hug it up and in. Stay here or bottoms of the feet together, knees press forward. Hold the feet or ankles. Stay there or take both feet up in the air. Happy baby. Any movement that feels good. Maybe your hamstrings are open enough that you can get straight legs here. If your feet are up, bring them back together. If your knees are wide, pull them in. If it feels okay, hug yourself up into a tiny little ball. Take a big inhale. Wait for your exhale and stretch it out in all directions. And then find Shavasana. Eyes are closed if that's comfortable. Make sure your low back is comfortable. Make sure your shoulders are away from your ears. And just imagine that beautiful golden light pours through the crown of the head, relaxing the scalp and all the features of your face. Make sure you're not clenching your jaw. Your neck and shoulders are relaxed. Arms, hands, and fingers. All throughout your torso, the front and back of your body with your organs. The hips, the pelvis, the buttocks, the thighs, the knees, the calves and shins, the ankles, the feet, and out the toes. The body is completely relaxed. This state of peace is your true nature. Take a few moments just to be. There is a secret inside us. The planets, like galaxies, pass through his hands like beads. Gently bring the awareness back to your breath. Deepen your breath. Let it fill your body. And start to bring movements to your fingers and toes, hands and feet, arms and legs, until you're ready for a big stretch. And if it feels good, hug your knees up one last time. And then gently roll to your favorite side, whichever side intuitively feels right for you. Take a few breaths there, and maybe it's to stay on your back, whatever feels good for you. And in your own time, in your own way, when you're ready, maybe your eyes stay closed as you make your way up, finding your comfortable seat. And find your breath. Remember your peace. It's always within, regardless of what goes on. Namaste. The light in me sees and honors the light in each of you. Let me know if you have any questions. All right. Hey Jane, did you practice? My mom is still on there. All right. See you guys later.